So I just wanted to hop on and do this video. I had some listeners ask for a 4v4 plus 4, 4v4 plus 3 video. Now, this video itself is, I think, a really, really good one because we see a lot of the iconic coaches doing the 4v4 plus 4, 4v4 plus 3 here. And what we have to understand with everything that we see on YouTube, Instagram, all these social medias of these iconic coaches running these sessions is that you're not seeing the full picture. You're not seeing their full session. You're not seeing what their strategy is for the game. So to just take the 4v4 plus 4 or plus 3 and just implement it into your session should make absolutely no sense. So we have to understand what they're doing. And then from there, and only from there, can we see if it can fit within our structure. So let's kind of go through the 4v4 plus 4 or plus 3. And let's talk about first how we organize it, because I think that's a good starting point. So 4v4 would mean that there are 4 players on the outside against 4 players on the inside. And this is essentially a monkey in the middle game. Okay. The plus 4 or plus 3 are players that are neutrals. So neutral meaning that whoever has the ball is the player that they're playing with. Okay, so if black has the ball, then the red team would be playing with the black team. Let's get a ball here. Okay, if yellow has the ball, then yellow would get the ball to the red team and they would switch. Everyone would switch together. Okay, so that's the basic understanding of what a 4v4 plus X is. Okay, but now let's take it a step further. I'm going to take away the yellow players, so we don't need them. And now we have to start to understand what's going on here. Does this even make sense? So here's the way that I like to look at my 4v4s, plus 4 or plus 3. This would be a plus 4. You can do a plus 3, again, depending on the number of players you're playing with. And this is what we're going to start to talk about. So this is one of my favorite exercises to do with 9v9. And here's why. We have our 4 defenders because we play a 4-3-1. And this is our shape. 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders, 3 attacking, 3 midfielders, sorry, 1 defensive mid, 2 attacking mids, and 1 forward. This is our shape. Now, if we look, let me open a new one here. If we look at the way that we play, and I'm going to divide the field into our zones that we play with our academies. Oops. So we break the field down into spaces, different half spaces, okay? And these spaces, as you can see, are like this, and they go just like that. So this right here is the half space. Let me see if I can make a square here. Oh, no, that is not what I want. I want a rectangle. Here we go. Okay, we can make this bigger. So this spot here, sorry, is the wide space. Okay. The next spot over is the half space. And then this space here is the center space. And it's the exact same thing on the other side. So this is the center space, this is the half space, and this is the wide space. When we play, one of our rules with our players, and let's get our 4 defenders. And this is really important, by the way. This is our 4 3, and this is for 9v9 as well. So you're probably saying, oh, why is there not 11 players? So here's our shape. Okay. So 4, 3, and then 1, just like that. What we like to tell our players is that we do not want any player in the same half space. Okay. So if you can see here, we have one player occupying the wide, one occupying the half space, one occupying the center space, another one center space. This is our defensive mid that's able to kind of shift with play along with our forward. These are our neutral players, half space and wide space. So when we look at this situation and we take it into account and we see, let's delete that. Let's delete that. And we see Klopp or Guardiola doing this. This has nothing, this can't impact my players because my players will never be in this situation during the game. So why are we doing it? Instead, what I ask my players is this. And now this is a lot more like the game. Why? Because now we can say that this is the wide space, this is the half space, this is the center space. Okay. So when we are playing, here are the rules. They're the exact same, right? This is the exact same shape that you'll see this team. And what we ask is that when the ball comes here, we still ask our players to be in different half spaces. But if that ball is passed down to the half space, to the wide space, then now we go inverted. And now we're in the exact position that we should be. And now our players understand that they shouldn't be in the same space, right? So what I like to say is that whichever neutral has the ball, if it's the forward, the two closest players are in the wide space. Okay. And now your rules can be completely different. You can say, Segeb, I completely disagree with that. I think that my two closest players should be here in the half space and my two furthest players should be in the wide space. And that's fine. But to just take it and go all players here makes absolutely no sense, right? And if you're playing 11v11, then you have to consider your 11v11 strategy, right? What's your formation? If you're playing, I don't know, a 3-5-2, does this look like a 3-5-2? Well, I have 2 defenders here. I have 4 defenders that I'm working with. So this makes no sense. Why would I be working on a 3-5-2? Sorry, on a 4-3-3 shape or whatever you could get this. You can make this a 4-4-2 shape, right? With adding neutrals here. Okay, you can do whatever you want, but the idea here again in the 4v4+3 or +4, don't just look because you don't have the full picture of what they're doing in their session. So be creative, see what your teams are doing, what's your formation, and then adapt to it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a like. You can follow me, Gladiator Soccer Academy. You can listen to the podcast, Coaching Soccer Weekly, available on all the major streaming sites.